A lot of the time when we are out on the trail, we spot trash and other things that can make our time out on the trail a less desirable experience. When we take care of the trails we ride on, the trails will take care of us. Let's begin right after this. Some of us are fortunate enough to have the time for maintaining our local trails, and that allows others like myself to benefit from your time. When working a full-time job, being a husband and dad, and creating a video weekly for YouTube, it doesn't give me that much time to volunteer, and usually I can only ride a couple hours a week. When I started on this journey a few months ago, I gave myself a baseline of at least one video a week. And for the most part, I've accomplished this so far. I would love to give back to the park I ride on most, but unfortunately at this moment I can't. And I ask, if you like my content, hit that subscribe, like, and bell button so you get notified when I post something new. It really does help smaller creators like me get seen by more people. A couple of weeks ago, Northwest MTB commented on my video, letting me know that he raked our two local black jump trails. I wanted to let them know, and I'm sure I speak for all of us time challenged people, thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's really commendable that people like me can benefit from your hard work. Hopefully once the channel gets bigger, it will allow me to give more time back. When we give back to our trails give back to us, like I've said before. Because of Northwest MTB's hard work on my local trails, they are beginning to dry out nicely, and it should set it up nicely for the rest of the season. Not only will it let it dry out, but it will also uncover any erosion that happened over the long winter and will allow better maintenance at the beginning of the season. Because I'm not able to devote that much time to my local trails as I would like, I try to do my part, and when I see some trash or other things on the trail that shouldn't be there, I'll pick it up and throw it in my bag. One of the good things about being a YouTuber, you almost always have a pack on you, so I devote part of my bag for trash I find along the trail. Like this bloom, it probably wasn't left by an inconsiderate person, but more than likely floated away, and this is just where it landed. As you see, even getting trash sometimes is a challenging process, and this was my biggest wipeout of the day. Mountain bikers in general tend to be trail conscious, and 95% of us practice the philosophy of pack it in, pack it out. And like me, when we see some trash, we pick it up and dispose of it properly. This allows us to do a small part and give back to our trails. To me, it's not even really about the environment per se, but it's more about just being considerate to others and having a stress-free, relaxing experience on the trail. As I said in my Did I Just Have a Heart Attack video, mountain biking is the way we deal with the week's challenges and problems. And for a lot of us fat guy bikers, it's the only form of exercise we really enjoy. Having a trash-free trail also helps the wildlife stay safe. And sometimes that's our exciting part of the trail rides, is seeing these majestic animals in their habitat. Even if your trails are located in the city, you would be shocked at the amount of wildlife that flourishes in cities or the towns you live in. Just because you don't see them doesn't mean that they aren't there. Because I grew up hunting and fishing, I'm pretty adept at spotting wildlife. In every single ride I go on, I've at least spotted deer. So I ask you guys, do you try to give back to your local trails? Let me know in the comments below. Do you have the time to devote to the trails we ride on? Or, like me, and only have the time to pick up trash when you're riding? And if you don't, let me know why. And what are you waiting for? Because every little bit helps. Being out in nature is good for all of us, even if you're like me and will be in pure allergy hell in the next few weeks. So make sure you give back to your trail when you can, and I'm sure I speak for all of us when I say thanks, Northwest MTB. Hopefully the trail gods grant you an amazing season. As always, when life gives you lemons, make that lemonade. So let's make some lemonade together. Next week's video will be an exciting video as it's new bike day. Some of you may already know what it is, and I'll give you a hint if you don't. It's a big box bike. Could this be a viable base platform for those of us that don't have the money for a bike store bike? Tune in next week for a review on what I believe is one of the more promising big box bikes released this year.